Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. While I'm all alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, wherever they may be, dream a little dream of me. Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing Dream a Little Dream of Me, which was introduced to me by my student Shirley. So thank you so much for that, Shirley. I really love this song. So this is for those of you that are developing into bar chords and wanting to get a little bit better at your bar chord playing, because there's some really little kooky chord changes in this one, which will be a nice test for you. I'm keeping this as a sing and play lesson. So what that means is I'll be sort of using the vocals as a guide as to where you change chords for those of you who want to sing and play it. I'm not doing that little kooky intro or any of the arpeggios that are within it, but this is a chord playing song for you singing players to get you started. Let's start learning it. Now, to get started with this, there is a whole bunch of chords. So I'm going to be, as we get to a new chord, I'm going to introduce it rather than trying to do the whole lot with you in one, because there's a few in this, right? So the first chord in this is a C. So fret 3 on the A string, fret 2 on the D string, and fret 1 on the B string, and strum the bottom 5 strings for that chord, okay? So we're moving from a C to a B7. Now the B7, there's no kind of quick way of doing this necessarily, but just move your index finger up first. That would be my advice, to fret 1 on the D string, and fret 2 on the A and the G string. And finally, fret 2 also with the pinky finger. So we're going from this to this. Doesn't happen often, to be honest. This song is quite kooky, and I like its chord changes. That's what I really like about it. I've been teaching guitar a long time, and I see a lot of the same chord progressions, and this one is a little bit different, which I like. So we're going C to B7. We're then moving to a meaty bar chord. We're going up to fret 4. To do a G sharp, or another term for it is an A flat, but guitarists hate talking in flats, so I'm just going to keep it in sharps, right? So fret 4 here with the bar finger, pressing down nice and hard, bring your thumb round, push your wrist forwards a little bit, push as tight as you can. And then middle ring and pinky finger. Middle finger goes on fret 5 on the G string. Ring and pinky go on fret 6 on the A and the D. I've realised I've been talking about the strings and I haven't told you my system, but it's Eddie 8, Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie, EADGBE for the notes if you don't know them. So that's your G sharp, and you're going to strum all 6. And from there, you've got to change to a G. Now, you might be thinking, well, you might be thinking a couple of things. You could be thinking, all right, I know what I'm doing, Drew. I'll just move that chord shape down there. Or if you're thinking, oh, G, that's a G. I know a G like that, right? Scrap that. Don't do it for this particular song, because it's a heck of a lot of movement to go from this to that, from this to that. Instead, this is a G sharp. If you just move this whole thing down 1 fret, you get a G as a bar chord, okay? So that's fret 3 with the bar, fret 4 on the G, and fret 5 on the A and the D, okay? So that order of chords are C, B7, G sharp, G. I'll do it with a little bit of vocal just to help you out. We'll go through the rhythm pattern eventually, but to be honest with you, it's all about the chord changing this song. It's a good workout on the left hand. C, B7, G sharp, G. Next line. C, well, we've got that, we've had that, great. C, E7. Now, it's a pretty easy change from C. If you just watch what I'm doing, move your index finger up one string to the G string. Move your middle finger up to the A string on fret 2. And that makes an E7. Now, if you want to get a little spicy with things, then you can put your pinky finger also down on fret 3 on the B string to give you this G7, which just gives a little extra octave of the D in there. But this one would be fine. So C, E7, then change to an A chord, second fret on the D, G, and the B string. I like to use my middle ring and pinky finger. I think this works the best. It's good to get your fingers stuck in there. I suppose many of you learn it maybe this way or this way, but doing it this way and keeping everything squeezed in is great for making the chords sound good, for strengthening your ring and pinky finger, and for helping you with bar chords later on, okay? So anyway, here's my A, and then we're going to change that to an A7, which is as easy as putting a hole in the middle of the A. So looking down at your fingers, whichever finger is the middle one on the G string, you're just going to lift that up. Okay, so A, A7. So let's go through that order of chords. So we've got C, E7, A, A7. Okay, with me so far? I hope so. We're now going to change to an F. You can do it any which way you like, right? You could do the beginner's F, which is first fret on the B, second fret on the G, and third fret on the D. Or you can do the full-blooded F, which really you should be doing because this is a bar chord song. There's no way you can do that G sharp as other little shapes, but it doesn't sound half as good as a full bar. Anyway, so the full bar F is fretting out fret 1 with the bar finger, middle finger on fret 2 on the G string, and ring and pinky finger on fret 3 on the A and D string. Okay, it's the same shape as our G and our G sharp. It's an E chord that we're fretting. Like this, you see, we're transposing it. So there's your F, okay? We're then moving to an F minor, which means that we lift up the middle finger out of this bar chord. If you're doing it the beginner way, just bar the bottom 3 strings on the G, B, and E, and just strum those 2. If you strum any more, it will sound horrible. Okay, but this sounds the best. No offense to beginners there, it's fine if you want to do it that way, but definitely work up to playing it this way. So, what have we got here? But singing 2 Fs, 2 F minors, and then we've got C, a little G sharp off G, and then G7. Now to do the G7 here, we've got the full bar G. All we do is lift up the pinky finger out of that to get your G7. G7. Okay, so let's do a little recap because there's a lot of chords, all right? My advice is write them down, write the order down. So C, B7 bright, G sharp, G, C, E7, A7, F, F, F minor without the middle finger, and C, a little G sharp off G, G7. Okay, good. Now's a good time to talk about the rhythm, so let's do that. Basically, for every chord, it's down, down, up. It's really easy, down, down, up. So we're going down, down, up, down, down, up. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. A7, F, 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 F minor, C, a little G sharp of G, G7. Now we're into verse 2, exactly the same order of chords. I'll speed it up just a little bit so we can get more like the song. C, say B7 and G sharp G, C, E7 and A, sharp, G, C. Now, there's a little change here in verse 2. It's a little sneaky. Love the songwriting though. This time we're going G sharp. We're just doing one strum of G sharp, then one strum of G. I bet you're really glad that you're doing the chord change as a bar now, rather than going like that, right? So G sharp once, then G once, and then to C. So G sharp, G. So dream of, dream is G sharp, of is G. Dream of me. Then we're back to our normal rhythm. So C, E7. So it's a different order of chords there. That ending of Dream a Little Dream of Me is a different order of chords and a different melody that reflects it. So it's dream a little dream of me. And in the first verse, it's dream a little dream of me. And the vocal stays high there, okay? So well done, doing well. Let's get into the bridge, okay? Now, I dared to sing the higher octave that I presume one of the mummers sings from the Mamas and the Papas. But it's quite high for me, so I'm just going to do the lower octave. The chords. Stars fading. So we're starting on an A chord, then to an F sharp minor. So for this chord, we're barring all 6 strings. Ring and pinky finger are on the A and the D string, and we're strumming all 6 strings for this. So barring on fret 2, ring and pinky on fret 4 on the A and D. From here, we're going to move to a B minor, which is a little bit of luck, really, that we've got this chord to B minor, because it's another bar chord, but we don't need to move the bar. The bar finger stays where it is. We just move our middle finger down to fret 3 on the B string, and ring and pinky fret 4 on the G and the D and the G. And for this one, we strum the bottom 5. Okay, so we've got A, F sharp minor, B minor, then we go to E. All right, basically that chord progression repeats 3 times. A, F sharp minor, B minor, E. A, F sharp minor, B minor, E. We're going to repeat it 3rd time. A, F sharp minor, B minor, E. And then we've got A, F sharp minor, G sharp, G. So the ending, once you've done that chord progression of A, F sharp minor, B minor, E minor 3 times, the ending is A, F sharp minor, G sharp, G. Okay, now I'm going to do it with the rhythm, and I'll give you some little clues in the singing where you're changing to help you put it together. Okay, so from the A, stars, F sharp minor, but B minor, still F sharp minor, your B minor. A, I'm F sharp minor to B minor, E. A, F sharp minor, G sharp, G. And then you're into another verse there. Okay, so once again, it's just the same rhythm pattern. Down, down, up, down. Just keeping it really nice and simple. You're then into another verse with just different lyrics. Sweet B7 to G sharp, G. C, E7, middle A's behind you. F in your dreams, and F minor. C, a little G sharp, G and C. And then we're into another bridge. Stars fading. It's just a complete repeat is what I've just taught you, okay? And the ending is dream a little dream of me. And then they do it again. Dream a little dream of me. Okay, and I like to finish on the C in my version. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that. Keep on playing. I'll see you again soon for another lesson.